Okay, it starts now. Okay, perfect. Then let's open this one. You open this is the tool, the touch mining tool, vantage point. And we have here the all the elements. Import, this is the home, import, then clean, refine, then analyze, and finally visualize, report. Okay, and we have some different elements. So let's start. I have upload you a file, an Excel file for each of the teams. Okay, so I would like each of the teams try to open it. But before you open, I will show you how to open it and work with it. What's relevant about these files is that they are construct or built from patent families. I'm not sure if you are familiar with patent families, but for those who are not familiar, I would say when you count patents, be careful because you may count twice or three times or four times the same patent. So when you download patents from any database, free database or whatever database, it's normally patents, and you may have twice or as I said, three times. Why? Because most of the valuable patents are registered in different countries. All these patents are the same patent. They have some variation, but the point is that they are the same because you want to protect your invention, not yet your innovation, maybe your innovation, but we are what we are sure is that it's an invention. Okay, you want to protect your invention, the appropriate from the technology you are proposing as new, and you want to protect it in possible markets. Maybe you want to market it in Germany, you want to market it in the whole European Union. So you have to protect it in the whole European Union. That means that for every country, there's a patent issue. You should pay for each, but there's a patent issue. The same patent is registered in Denmark, in German, sorry, in Germany and with German language, in France with a French language, in Spain, Spanish language, Italian, etc., in the whole European Union. Maybe you want also to protect it in the U.S. market and Canada. So you have two countries. You have you need to protect and issue a patent, a national patent, because patents are organized by countries, and then you have to issue a patent for US and patent for Canada. A patent for Canada. If you want to market your innovation or you want to protect your invention, even in China, then you need a Chinese patent or an Indian patent or a Hong Kong patent or a Korean patent. Whatever you want to protect, you need to pay maintenance for each of these one. But the patent is the same all the time. So how can we just count once each group of patents that are spread all over the world or are spread as there are some patents that are cover more than 170 countries. So you may see we can count maybe we are counting 107 countries and probably they are not, but because you don't have access to all the patents from all over the world. But you can I'm sure you are repeating patents. So be careful because your analysis can be wrong. So what's the measure that we can count for real patents? Is the name of the family. The first patent is the parent of the family. Once you repeat your patent with variations, but it's in the spirit, it is the same. You are protecting the same technology, and it is in every country. They are all childs or children from this parent patent, and one of the things that all of them have in common is the priority date. The priority date is the same in all the patents, because all the patents should recognize that this patent was first developed wherever, let's say in France. Well, it was the first, it was firstly developed in France, then spread all over the world. So we need to count only one. So this is the family. So what the file that you got there, if you got there 7,000, they are 7,000 families. That means we counted just one for each family. So it's an exact file for patents. So you may open there's I think I put for all the teams for all the technologies. If there is one team that I didn't put yet, please let me know. But how can we open this? Okay, let's go ahead. We are going to make a new analysis. So click on here, new analysis, and we have an Excel file. So we don't have databases. We haven't downloaded databases. We don't have smart data exchange from XML, but we have an Excel file. Okay, let's open. And then you have to browse. You have to download, of course, to your computer the file from poly format. Okay. I guess you already did it. And that's then you may browse here and open once. I will open this one, okay, just for the sake of making it easier. Okay. And once you open your text file, your Excel file, then you need to say you find it in your disk. Then you should say okay. So it recognizes all the fields that you have in your Excel file. Okay. In my example, there are some examples that I didn't download for you. Okay, because there was no relevant information on it for this training. So the first is it's organized by field name, by alphabetical field name. So the first is abstract. Abstract is a free text. It's not a single value. It's a free text. You may see how it says the invention discloses a waste tire, cooling, crushing, recovering, production line. Okay, so it's a free text. So we should use natural language processing. So we go here and field type, and we have three types here. We have single value, natural language processing, and divide text. As this is a free text, we use yes, please. Yes, is there any problem or any question?
No, I
okay, no problem. Yeah, no problem. Okay, let's continue. No problem at all. Okay, so I click here NLP, and it will analyze all this is field as a natural language processing. Let's click. So it will, you see the change. It just analyze all the terms as a different terms to analyze it, because we need to measure each of the terms afterwards. Okay. For instance, invention is not relevant, but we will remove it from the cleaning part. Okay, so the first is natural language processing. Abstract is most of the times it should be natural language processing. Okay, so let's go ahead. We have backward citations. I will not pay attention to this because you don't have it. But designated states, look, if you don't have anything, it's because the database has not anything. Okay, I said data is not perfect. Databases are not perfect, and sometimes they lack data. And with this program, you may know how much the data is missing. Okay, so let's see the next record, as it was an Excel file. Okay, I don't see any here. Okay, I see here. So I see contracting AL, AT, B, BG, Switzerland, okay, Belgium, etc., Austria, etc., Germany, Denmark, Spain, Finland, etc. Okay, but you may see it is all these values are in just one field, but we would like to know how many there are from Belgium or how many there are from Germany. Okay, so we need to divide this text. So we will divide text. And what is the delimiter? In this case, look, in this case, it was semicolon. So this proposes semicolon as a default. Where this other separation, other type of separation, let's say colon or other one, then I can make another one. If I put just comma, for instance, it will separate. But if I put semicolon, okay, it will separate. Okay, so it's like this. Then let's go first claim. You have first claim. Again, is a free text, so we need to NLP. Okay, NLP, and we just share all this one. Okay, and let's about forward patent. I will jump this because you don't have it, and then let's go to inventors. Inventors, you may see they are just Chinese characters, maybe kanji characters, but again, these names. This is one name, this is another name. They're separated by semicolon. So I will again divide this text and use semicolon. Okay, so I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inventors in this one. Let's go to IPC. IPC is again one classification. I told yesterday, engineers classify in different classifications, so that you can get get rid of the names of the words that the inventors are using, and you can find, because the classification is for almost every technology that is in the market. There's a classification. I remember in an exhibition fair, in an industrial exhibition fair in Germany, there was an inventor that presented a new colored cement. Okay, there was a cement, and his cement has some advantages because it didn't show the precipitation of waters of salts due to the water of the rains, things like that. That was an advantage by that time. And he told me, and I said, okay, I can find your invention by the patents. He said me, no, you won't find my patents. I said, why? He said, because we write our patents so cryptically that no one can find it. And I said, okay, okay, we won't find it by words, but we will. I didn't say it, but I thought we will find by classification. So I searched classification, and then some of the properties of the cement, and then I found. It was not easy, but the classification helped me. Okay, again, it's separated like with semicolons. So I separate, divide text. Okay, so let's go. Legal status, it's separated but semicolon. Okay, so you may divide text. Okay, so publication, one date publication, one date examination, and finally grant in 2018. Okay, so normalized assignee, it's normally one name. Okay, Shanghai University of Engineering Science. Okay, priority date is just one value, single value. Okay, and normalized assignee is also single value. Okay, let's go. Publication date, it's just one value, single value. Let's go ahead. Publication number, okay? So it's just one value, single value. And again, title, it's a natural language thing, okay? So I will NLP, okay? Okay, I hope you are doing the same for classifying it. I will give you 2 minutes to finish this, and you classify all this, and then we'll go ahead. Okay, so I wait just 1 minute or so. Okay, if there is any question, you are free to ask. Yes.
Yeah, we have the problem that in our case, the IPC, the text, there has no semicolon or colon or something to delimit it.
What symbol it has?
Nothing, just nothing. It just goes to the next one. Okay,
I know this problem. Okay, just treat it as a single value. Okay.
Okay.
Then we will be able to change it afterwards. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, just 1 minute and for those that have, because there are some teams you may have 3 files, some teams 2 files, some teams 1 file. It depends on the number of patents, of course. I had a limitation to download up to 10,000 families of patents. And I remember for electric bike, there was almost 23,000 families. So I had to split it into 3 packages, depending on the date. That's why you have from 2009 to 2014, etc., etc. The same for 3D printing, and the same for, if I remember well, for solar energy. Okay, so for solar cell, okay, photovoltaic cell, solar energy was so general that it brought me 150,000 families, patent families, 150,000 families. I would have to do 15 splits, and our computers couldn't handle this. We need a more powerful computer. For instance, we need 64 gigabyte of RAM and Xeon Pentium to handle 150,000 family patents. I know that in Georgia Tech they carried some analysis with 2 million articles or 2 million patents. Okay, but they use this tool, the same tool, but in a very powerful server to handle all this information. Okay, so okay, once you have imported it, then we for those who have more than one file, please. Okay, okay, I'm just for the, please click here and put this name, your technology. I don't know what your technology may be, solar photovoltaic or 3D printing or electrical bike. So put here your technology. Mine is tire recycling. Okay, so this is, and then I browse and save here in import filters, tire recycling, and say save. Okay, I save it. Okay, so, and then I import all this with all these definitions that I had here. I have changed, so I import finally. Why the people that has more than one file is because afterwards you may use just this filter, the same classification for all the three documents. Okay, let's import. Then you may see this. This is notifying that it's working. Okay, and then we will import it. Okay, quickly, you may arrive to this summary sheet that tells you if it's like this. You may click on the I here and you get all the information. Where did you upload the path where you upload your information, the date of the source, okay, and the type of database, okay. Quick import, time recovery, okay. So I have here a list of fields because it's a fielded database. I have all the fields made as lists here. I have abstract NLP because I define like this. Then I have designated states, okay. First claim NLP. Then I have inventor IPC. Then I have priority date, publication date, publication number, title NLP. Okay, look at these percentages. Abstract, in my case, I got 89%. Maybe you have more, you have less, but what's the point here? That only from these 3,637 patent families, okay, just 3,206 have abstract. The other 400 have no abstract because the database didn't file these abstracts. So you may see you can measure the reliability of the database by seeing how this data is covered or not. That means that if I did a very thorough search with I just made a very thorough search, then my reliability is maximum 89%. So I can predict several things about the abstract with a 89% of reliability, not the 100%, because in my sample I got not all the 100%. Sometimes I can make my search in other databases, and I can join all this. Okay, I can join different elements. Okay, so I have this. Okay, this summary. I guess you have the same. So let's I have here maybe you have the patent abstract patent applicant, application dates, applicant. Well, I'm not sure if you have the applicant. Have you got an applicant? I'm not sure. Let me check in your let me check in your files if you got. Let me check here, and here there is. Let me check. No, it's not here. It's here. Let me check. For instance, this one. Okay, so I can open it and see. So publication, abstract, application filing date, priority date, normalized assignee. This is what you should have here, normalized assignee. Okay, and maybe there's a current assignee. Perfect. You may have this current assignee. Okay, this current assignee. Perfect. And the normalized assignee. Sometimes they have this because they are Korean patents and they have only the assignee in this. They have not translated this one. Okay, I download these files from the largest patent coverage in the world that is covering 107 countries. And so they and most of them are translated, but not all the fields are translated. Okay, so the assignees, normalized assignees, yes, but not all the China Mobile. Okay, this is a name, but we have not all the China Mobile, and we have not all the names. Okay, so you got this. Okay, let me close it, and then I will. So let's make with Inventor that we have all in common. Okay, so let's make like this with the right button of my mouse. Then I click here, and then I create a list. Create a list. You may see here the list of inventors. Okay, of course this is not a good inventor, 7. Okay, but Wan Wei, Ches Zilong, Wan Weng. Okay, these are numbers of countries. It's not correct. Okay, but this is what they have in the field of inventors. Okay, so we have several data that is not correct. Okay, this is what they charge in it. Okay, and then we have this. Okay, so afterwards it's correct. So let's for those who have more than one field, let's go here, refine. Let's go here, and so click on here, dataset fusion. No, not yet. Let's go here, home, and repeat repeat the analysis with the other files. Okay, import from Excel file. Okay, I make browse, then I get my second file, the following file, and then I say open. Okay. No, in this case, sorry. In this case, you won't go anymore to Excel file. To import your other files, you go to import filter, because we save our filter. Okay, so we say import filter. Then I select my files. Then I go to my disk, and then to my this one, and then I click on my file, and I say open. Okay, and he is reading my elements here. Okay, then I click on next, and I will see where is my filter. It's not in this list, so I have to select a new file filter directory. I go there, and then I go to my computer. Okay, I go to my computer, to my programs, and to Vantage Point, then filters, import filters, and I open here. Okay, and I look into tire, my tire recycling. Here it is. Okay, then I accept. Okay, so I click on it, tire recovery. Okay, and I click next, and I click finish. You will see. Okay, we have one for the first and second the same. You may see it is the same. I will show you the same here. You may see it's forward. It's the same because I made the same classification. I applied first claim. Here we have first claim 85%, and here sorry, and here we have first claim, the same numbers, everything the same, 3,206, and here it's 3,206. So I automatize this part, this classification I made at the beginning. So you may do it with the second file and with the third file, in the case of 3D printing, etc. So once you got the three vantage point here, the three files, you may go to refine and set dataset fusion. Okay, so you may put the first one and the second one. Okay, and combine this group with the same name and add all the fields, because all the fields are the same for you, and you say, okay, I won't because it's the same file. But in your file, you will join from 2009 to 2014, then 15 to 16 or to 17, and then until 19. Okay, so you may, you first combine the one, and then once it is combined, then you combine with the third. Okay, so this is what you should do. The ones that you have the six. So I will close this one, just this one. No, I don't want to save this, and I keep the first one. So I make a list of inventors here. Okay, this is the first list I made. The second step is to have a good list of inventors. So I need to make the second step, which is to refine, to improve, to clean. And they call list cleanup, and show us like a broom or a mop, you may see, to clean your list. You see, it's a list cleanup. So let's go list cleanup, click on here and say list cleanup. So a new menu is shown here. The field to clean is the inventor field. The name of the new field will be inventor cleaned, okay? What is the matching rule set? We should go to person names. You may see person names, aggressive person names, and very aggressive person names. My advice here is that if you got Chinese people, don't use aggressive or very aggressive, because you may find, excuse me, sorry, you may find, for instance, inventors that are called Zhang L, Li Zhang, Lo Zhang, Lu Zhang, and there are thousands of Zhang L. So if you put aggressive or very aggressive, the tool will join them together, and that will be wrong. So let's be conservative and let's use also only person names, okay? And we say, okay. So we have a list and we are now cleaning our list. Okay. We may see these have not, we can join all the noise that we have. So we will join all this together, okay? All the countries together into this 7, so that we will remove it afterwards, okay? So I put all this same in this, okay? All this, Luxembourg as well, okay? Netherlands as well, 0, okay? Into here, I click on and just go with my button pushed and just release here, okay? Okay, the Spanish into 7, Greece into 7, EA into 7, MC into 7, PT Portugal into 7, BG Czech Republic into 7, Finland into 7, Hungary into 7, Poland into 7, Romania into 7, okay, US into 7. Okay, so I think, oh no, we still have some. So I will click on all this and just click with the shift key and just click on cut, and then go here in 7 and make paste. Okay, so they are removed, and all this as well will be removed. Okay, so I just cut and paste. Okay, so I remove, and this one, okay, so I click on this, then with the control I click on all this, just to see how we can do it quickly. Okay, and I click on all this with the control key pressed. Okay, so it's like this, and just click on this one. Okay, so remove all this. It's about quality of this file. I hope you don't have so much noise in your file. Okay, so I've removed this one. Okay, Aripo is also a Europe, and all this one. Okay, so I remove this. Okay, so all this I think I just so I think I just made it. Okay. Okay. So let me see where they are. So I have this BH, it should be here. Okay. Okay. Now I got also these names. It's okay. It's okay. But all this classification should be out as well. Okay. So I click on cut and go ahead and set paste here. Okay, so it has, just to show you how it has grouped Lei Zhang, Sang Lei, okay? He has removed all this, 11 as Zhang Lei and 2 as Lei Zhang. So it has been very conservative. To check whether the names are not confused, we may see here, okay? So we may see the same list here organized by record. Here is organized by names, okay? So for instance, all these names are just silly names and we should remove it, okay? So I will remove it. I just click on here and click here. And I say cut, and then I go here and say paste. Okay, so this will be removed afterwards. Okay, so I see here all my names, okay, and oh, still some noise here I got. Wow. I say cut and then go here and set paste. Okay, and that's it. Okay, let's imagine that everything is correct. Some noise yet. Okay, I say cut and then here paste. Okay. Okay, let's imagine that this is correct, and then we can a method, we can move here and we can move here and we can move here. Okay, so we have names here as well, but we can see, you can see if some of them are just missed because the machine is not perfect. For instance, Akimoto Hideki Akimoto Soichiro. No, it's not the same. Alan, no, it's not the same. But here, Verdov, Fitrat, and Zalal. Okay, no. Aminatou, it's been already. Amshuri, this is also noise. Okay, this is noise, and then I cut and put here, paste. Okay, so you make, if by Juntang, as this is not relevant, I can imagine that I know that they are the same, so I click on here and put together, okay? But I won't do. Okay, so once it's like this, and I made a lot of work here, cleaning my all the names, I can click accept or save as thesaurus. It's the same as we save the filters. So all the decisions that we have made yet can be saved as thesaurus. When I try to make the same again with more data like this, then I apply this thesaurus and all this noise will be together, okay? So I click accept. You have not set saved as thesaurus. I say yes. Okay, so this thesaurus will be, in my case, noise in tire recycling. Okay, like this. Okay, so it's okay. Now you may see my list is much more clean. Okay, and Lei Zhang has 13 because it's just 1, and I have the 13 here. But at the same time, I can see, if I click in Leizang, I can see, for instance, you may put what are the patent application, the patent assignee. Click here, look at the patent assignee and click, okay? So I can put, for instance, what is the assignee, okay? So Tsinghua University. I know that Lei Zhang works for Tsinghua University, but he has 13 patents families, but only 2 are done within the Tsinghua University. The other 11 are made in other institutions that is not listed here. Okay. Okay. I can see also what is the pattern in publication in these 13s. So I go here and put publication date. But publication date are dates. If I want to see the years, then go back to summary. Let's go back to summary, please. And let's go to priority date. Maybe you have priority date. Click with the right button and say further processing. Okay. So further processing, dates. And I say extract the years of these dates, just the years. I said extract years. How will be this field called? Priority date, extract years. Perfect. Okay, I got the list of years here. So I can go to my list here, and instead of putting publication date, I put, in this case, I put extract years. Okay, so you may see what is the pattern of Lei Zhang. He has published in 2010, but afterwards he's increasing, it's constant, and the last year it has duplicated his work. Okay, so 4 patents, okay, from the Tsinghua University, okay, or not, okay, because just 2, maybe these 2, let's click here, okay, these 2 are the 2 ones that are from Tsinghua University. I click on these 2, and you may see these 2 are the 2 files that he filed in Tsinghua University. But the other ones, then I click here, okay, I click here, excuse me, extract years, so abstract and then extract years, okay, so I got this. If I go here, I can see the rest of the patents are not, and I cannot say where it is because I don't have current assignee. But if you put here, instead of normalized assignee, you put here current assignee, okay, current assignee, you may see more than just 1. You may see more, okay? So we have this one. We may see what are the main words they are working with. Okay, so I need to clean this before, because invention method, utility mode, it's not, but energy, process, okay, tire, carbon black, okay, steel wires, recycling, okay, that's what they work with, okay? So this is about inventors, okay? Let's make, some of you had the problems with IPC, really, that you didn't have separation, just a space, okay? So let's go to IPC again with the right button, and let's go to further processing, okay? And then click on divide at. So we have a backslash, colon, comma, forward slash, new line, period. We don't have space, okay? It's a pity. Because we could divide at this, okay? White space, yes, here, okay? White space. So you may put here white space, and then you will divide your IPC will be divided with at the separation of the white space, okay? So make like this, and see, and you may see if I put this into divide at the white space, it will call white space continue, okay? So it has been separated, so it's okay, okay? It's okay, okay? It's okay. So I separate my IPC, okay? So again, I need to clean it because there are a lot of noise here in my file, okay? It's not a good file, so I hope yours it's better than mine, okay? And that's it, okay? So this is about cleaning, okay? This is about making this one. So you may see, you may tailor your file to get most of your data. So we have seen list cleanup and then, well, okay. So let me clean about, let me open a new one. Let me open a new one. Don't follow me now. I will open another file just to show you some things. To show you let me go here and then let me go here and then let's go here and then let's open this one, rubber abrasion. Okay, let me open this one. Okay, it's about patents as well. Okay, it's about patents, and okay, I have current assignee. Okay, so let's make a list with the right button, create list, but directly list cleanup. Okay, instead of create list, I create the list and at the same time I start to cleaning it. Okay. So again, with the in your field current assignee, your assignee, you can if you have list cleanup. Okay. So in the list cleanup, you should select not general but organization names. In this case, I use normally organization name, ignore the department, because I want to group all the departments of a university, for instance, or all the departments in a company. Okay, because I want just to make a rough statistics about the companies, not the departments of the company. So I ignore department, okay, and then I click OK. Okay, just 28 seconds. I always wonder how they calculate this, because it's very dangerous, very hazardous, and okay, I prefer this small progression element. Okay, more than just giving me a not very accurate expectation of time. Okay, so let's wait. I don't know why it's just stuck here. What happens? Because it's only 4,000.
Can you hear
Yes.
me? Okay.
Yes, please.
So you want us to remove all the noise and everything, but half of my list is Chinese letters. Like, I don't know what to do with that.
Okay, but this Chinese has no any name at all?
No.
Okay, so if they are names, well, I won't, if they are inventors, I won't remove. I would not remove, okay?
Okay.
But because this tool can understand the Chinese characters, so if they are the same, they can group all the same with the name. So you may have, if these names, my advice, if the noise have only one record or two records, you may get rid of them. But if once they are grouped and clean, they have a lot of records, more than 5, then you should keep it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
I don't know why it's stuck. I hope you get the assignees. So it's working, matching terms in a slow spot. Okay, if it doesn't progress, it can propose you to go faster, less accurate but faster. Okay, that's things that sometimes it does. Okay, my computer only has 8 GB of RAM. If yours have 16, for instance, it will be faster than mine. Okay, so because this uses a lot of RAM memory, because it should calculate everything. Well, I'm sorry, maybe I need to open a new one because it's just stuck and I don't want to make like this. So I will cancel it and cancel it. Yes, stop this list cleanup. Okay, so I close this and I close this and I try to open a new one. So a smaller one. This is small, so 8,000. Okay, and I say open. Okay, and then I go here and I said current assignee. Let me. It has no assignee. Complete family members. Designated state. Emergent score. Here I got normalized assignee. Okay, so I make a list cleanup. Okay, and I use organization names, but ignore department. And say okay. Okay, that's real fast. Okay, so you may see here graphically how much it has group sets. There are set. This one cannot have been cleaned up. Okay, but set into other items have been removed and set together. This one is more than one record on group items that appear in more than one record. So these have not been set, but you may set it. So I can search here. If I'm not sure that all continental are here, I can click here and put continental. You may see continental. Okay, continental. Conti, I will put only Conti, okay, and then I got all the continental. Excuse me, what happens? Conti, I will put Conti, Okay, I got Continental, but one Continental is out of this group. So I just move it inside and the other one as well inside. So it has 17. I click here. I said, okay, Bridgestone, maybe there's one more Bridgestone here. You may see Bridgestone. Okay, I can go here and put them together, Bridgestone, and it's here. So Cabot, I see many Cabots here, so I put them together. Cabot, okay, Cabot. Continental is already, okay. So Sinopec and I will call call here Sinopec. Okay, Sinopec. There's just one Sinopec, okay. And if I want to change the name, just rename item, okay. I remove this semicolon, remove, okay. It's like this, okay, Sinopec. And this Shanghai Jiatong as well, rename, and I remove these semicolons at the okay, and that's it.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Okay, you have 60 items, so that's no problem. I have 4,800 items. Do you really want me to go through the whole list? And half of them is Chinese and Korean. I don't know what to do.
Yes, I know, but these are the organization names?
Yes.
Okay, these organization names have some known name or just pure Korean characters or Chinese characters?
There is some that have real, like, normal letters, but some have Korean only or Chinese and then numbers.
Okay, and they have a lot of patents?
Yes, 104, 75, 50, 40, all in between.
Okay, the ones that have more in your data set, how much they have?
What do you mean? The one with the most records?
Yes.
100.
100. And this, so I would remove from those with 10 or less that have not any normal character, just Chinese or Korean. Okay.
But sorry, but there is 4,000 items with less than 10. And do you really? I can't go through all of them and delete all the Chinese ones. It takes hours.
But if you get rid of this these assignees, you are not removing the files of this, just removing these assignees from the list of assignees. Okay.
Okay.
So don't feel don't worry, because you are not removing anything. You are just adjusting a clean list of assignees. You still yes.
If I delete all of the companies or inventors or assignees that have less than 10, there may be some not Chinese ones in there also. But I can't go through 4,000 items and look if it's only Chinese letters.
Yes, I would use common sense. Try to use common sense and explain what you did. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. But remember, if you remove a group or whatever, it's done in the, I will, Evonik, ExxonMobil, for instance, I just put the ExxonMobil together, okay? Let me, Battelle, University of Nottingham, California, okay? It's like this, okay? So Toyo Tire Rubber, Sumitomo, Battelle is like this. Okay, so I got this one, and Sabic, it's like this. Okay, I group Nanjing, Mitsubishi, Michelin. Okay, so I just got this and got this and got this. Okay, Lyondell, Jiangsu, ExxonMobil, okay, I just put this. Dow, okay, like this. And okay, everything seems okay. I say accept. I won't save this thesaurus in my case. You may save, okay, to get. So what is the thing here? Look, I just got this normalized as in it clean. If I go to my summary, I will have normalized assignee, the original field with all the assignees, even those Chinese and Korean, and the list clean that you get, okay? So when you try to make analysis, you may decide if I click on all, I will have a lot of mixed names, etc. If I work with this, I will have the list of the most important, and they will give me how much, maybe the 80% of the records. Okay, that's what you should. The 20% of the assignees give me the 80%. That would be the ideal, but maybe you need to get more than 30 or 40% to get the 80%. That's it. Okay. Okay, we have now assignee cleans and inventors cleans. Let's go to abstract NLP. Let's make a list cleanup of abstract NLP, okay? And we will clean list cleanup of abstract NLP. List cleanup. So the new one will be abstract NLP cleaned, okay? So to treat the terms, there's no specialized. So matching rule set general is enough. Okay. So I click OK. Okay, I have here a lot of elements, okay, that are not interesting for me. Present invention is just a void word. Okay, utility model is a void word. Method is a void word. Okay, so the rest can be more or less interesting or not. For instance, if I guess that there are a lot of carbon black here, I can put here carbon black, carbon, for instance. And I see carbon black, pyrolysis carbon black, then I just put this carbon dioxide, carbon material, carbon, okay, carbon black particles, carbon black. Okay.
Excuse me again.
Yes, please.
I can follow what you're doing, but how are we supposed to do that? Like, I don't know why you chose carbon black now, or why you deleted method and said it's not necessary. I have no idea how to decide on what's necessary and what's not, and I don't understand it, to be honest.
Okay, thank you for your question. You are right. For instance, when I treat the abstract of my invention, are you working with the abstract?
Yes.
Okay. Most of the abstract talk, the invention is related to, and they explain why they are related. So invention is a common word with no meaning for us, because we know that we are treating with patents. Patents are inventions. So it's an obvious term, okay? Do you follow my reasoning here?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. And the same for the present invention. Present invention. Utility model is another type of invention. Invention, methods. What the word methods, it's not interesting at all. I'm interested in the terms. If you are 3D printing, for instance, I will be interested in all related to 3D printing, but the word method is not interesting for me. When I cross my authors with the terms, I would like to know what are they working with, and not relate them to invention, to the word invention, or to the word method, because they are so common words that are present in all the inventions, and they say nothing to me. That's why I try to group them and remove them. I will show you how can we remove all this noise, okay? So all these things can be interesting for me. For instance, the number one, it's not interesting for me. It's a term that is present in 76 inventions, and one doesn't tell me anything. If a lot of companies are dedicated to one, what information is this for me? It's not relevant. So I remove it. I go back to invention and put it then. Okay, I accept, just to show you how can we remove now this. I click here no, you may click yes and save. Okay, so I make a zoom here so you may see. So this is noise for me, okay? This is noise for me. How can we remove them? Let's make a process for removing our noise. I click on this term. Imagine that I want to remove this invention, so I add the selection to a group. Right button and add selection to a group, a new group. I make groups, and this group will be noise. Okay, so I click here. I got this invention in noise, in the group noise. Imagine that I decide, just for the sake of showing you, that the word production is obvious. Okay, so I click into noise. And the same as device. Let's imagine, and the same as process. Okay, and the same as system. What system? I don't know. Okay, that's it. Okay, so how can I get rid of these terms in my field, my clean field? So I go to clean again, refine, and I say create a new group from a new field from one group. I want to create a field without this group. So I click here, create field from group, okay? And I click on items. Then I just make this for you to see it better, okay? But I click on noise. I want to create a group, a new field, but I don't want noise. So I use check not. I use unchecked, those who are not in the noise group. Okay, I want to keep all that are not marked in the noise field. That's why I use unchecked items. And this field will be called clean, not noise. My field that is called clean will be called clean, but not noise, because it won't have a noise. Let me show you. I click on OK. If you did it, let me go into OK. And that's it. I make a zoom for you to see. My field has not invention, has not all this noise. If I click here to group the noise, there's no So again, let me go here. Okay, there's no noise here. Okay. So this is how you remove. Now we can make something. We can analyze, because we have cleaned our abstract, and we can make a group of the first term, the most relevant terms in my abstract. For instance, those that have more than 50 patents are present in more than 50 patents. And I just click on them and just go back, and they are marked. So with the right button, I add them to a group, add selection to a group. And I call this group top 50, top 50. I say, okay. So they are in the top 50, okay? These are in the top 50. So I create a matrix of co-occurrence. I create a matrix. In the analyze, I create a matrix. And I say, I want to select fields. So I click here and I use my assignees, normalize assignees, clean, okay? My normalized assignees that I clean, and I use the abstract, not noise, but just select my group, top 50, okay? To make it less, not a big matrix, okay? So I click on OK. So I got my 50 items here, and I know which institution are working with what. Carbon black. Battelle is working on pyrolysis in my case, and carbon black mostly, and pyrolyzing. Okay. Of course, I could group pyrolyzing and pyrolysis. Okay. I could group this both, but this is the way I can make these elements. Okay. And the same for maps. I can see what companies are close. Let me get into normalize assignees, clean, depending on the abstract clean, the whole abstract. So 2 companies will be closer if they work with the same words in the abstract. Of course, with the clean words, because I want to know, I don't want to 2 companies join together because they mention invention. No, I want 2 companies because both are mentioning carbon black or whatever in your data set. Okay, so valuable terms is what they will be related to. So I click here. Okay, and it makes me a map. And I get this map. I can remove with the right button. I just with the right button remove the legend. Okay, so I can see here I just move this, just clicking on it, and I move this. Okay, so you can see there are too much. Okay, if I have to make it more clean, to make it cleaner, I will select some of the let me check here, the normalize assignee cleaned. Okay, normalize assignee list clean normalized assignee list normalize assignee clean. Okay, so I just get the first 20 assignees. Okay, and I got a group, and I say top first 20. Then I say, okay. Then I go again to my map and I say, as normalized assignee, but those has us the first 20, okay? Based on the whole abstract, not noise. I say, okay. So now my field is, my map is cleaner because I only have the big ones. But I can make a not based on the top on the top assignees, but those that I know that are, for instance, from the US, or those that are from Germany, or those that work with different are based in the same with different technologies. So I can cross them in a matrix and see and group them because they are working in the same field, and then make a map. Okay, so I can see. What is this map about? You can see here, the stronger the link, excuse me, let me show the legend again and go links shown. Okay, otherwise it shows me all the links. Okay, so the legend here is the stronger this relationship means that there are they share a lot of records with the same words. Okay, so Battelle and Cabot share a lot of content, have similar activity. The size of this is depending on the number of articles. If I click here, then 16. If I click here, then 7. If I click here, Cabot, just 3. And this smaller, maybe just 3. Okay, so I can see, and I can see the authors, the inventors. I can look here, the inventor, let me normalize assignee, the inventors, for instance. So I click here and I see the inventors, okay? So I see, and I see the countries that are designated, the countries that they are appropriating, and the years, extract years, okay? So I publication date. If I have extract years, I would have the trend of this. So I can see which are relating, which are working similar or not. I can see that, say, Zhejiang University has nothing to do with all this. And the same for this one. I can just move it here, and Huazhong University has nothing to do. Just this. Michelin, Continental, Sabic, these have something related. But these two, Battelle and this one, I can see the names here. Okay, the abstract, recovery carbon black, this and carbon black is the second in this. That's why they share 5, at least 5 with this the same term. Okay, so okay, let's try. I will make a calculation of the emergence terms the next week, and we will start with the explanation of your work. Of course, you may discover different things with the emergence indicators, depending on how clean you have your data set in the emergence, and this may make new discussion. As I said, you may upload your work 1 week after the next week. So we see how we make we calculate emergence, and you make the discussion about it, and then you may add the discussion after your presentation. No problem. You have still 1 week to present your work, to improve it or to change it or whatever. Okay. During this week, if you work with this and you have any question, do not hesitate to send me emails, whatever. Okay. Any question? Anything? Would you like me to repeat something here? No one is asking, no one is answering, so I guess something is missing here.
No question from my side.
Okay, thank you very much. So, as said, as you will work, you probably have doubts. Please do not hesitate to send me an email or whatever, okay? Thank you very much. We'll stop here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I stop.